going on, everybody? I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. I'm going to try to do a little wheelie. It didn't work. Anyway, I wanted to talk to you guys about a couple things. One of them being tire pressure. You definitely want to make sure you always have enough tire pressure in your bike. I mean, it's a lot of things that could go wrong. If you're going fast, you don't have enough tire pressure in your front tire, you can get a wheel wobble, they call it, when your front tire is just wobbling around. If that does happen to you, which it happens to a lot of people, if it does happen to you, slowly let go of the gas. I'm saying slowly. The first thing you want to do is, you want to hit the brakes. You panic. You're like, oh crap, I'm going way too fast. If I hit the floor, it's going to hurt. You can't do that. If you hit the brakes, sayonara, Charlie, you're out of there. So that's the first thing. Always make sure you got enough tire pressure. Hold on. That was the best one I have on film. That was the best wheelie I've ever done on film. All right. Anyway, so tire pressure. I mean, if you get wheel wobble, slowly let go of the throttle, slowly, and come back to speed, and then go slow the rest of the ride. Get to your house and check, put some more air in there. But even if your rear tire doesn't have enough pressure in there, it could be bad. I mean, it could be real bad. You go around a turn too fast, a lot of things could happen. So I'd say about once a week, check your tire pressure. That'd be like my minimum, is once a week. It's not that hard. Put the tire gauge on there, you check your tire pressure, and it could literally save your life. The other thing I wanted to talk about was it's cold tires. You always want your tires to be nice and warm. Like right there, I just slid a little bit. I don't know if it came out on film. My tires aren't heated up enough. So my grip is not that great, because I literally just got on the bike. So you always want to make sure that your tire pressure is at the recommended dosage, you know what I mean, and recommended PSI. And you always want to make sure before you go around fast, around turns, before you try wheelies, before you do any of that stuff, definitely make sure that you got enough, that your tires are heated enough. All right, tire pressure and the heat of your tire are very, very important when riding a bike. I really can't stress that enough. So those are two things. The other thing I wanted to talk about, I mean, you should always check your bike, your tire pressure, how much gas you have. Excuse me. If your blinkers work, everything like that. But really, those are the two main things I would say. Make sure your clutch works, your brakes work, and you have enough brake fluid, you have enough oil. Oil's a big thing. Shotgun now, or whatever he calls himself now, always carries like a quart of oil with him, just in case. You don't want to run out of oil. That's real easy. You have the indicator right down here on the side of your bike. Check it before you you go out on a ride every time. It's not that difficult. These are things that could really hurt you, but just by doing these simple things, by checking them, you could really save your life. The fourth thing I wanted to talk about was vlogging. A lot of vloggers out there, me included, and I'm new. It's difficult to think of topics. When I was first thinking of it, I had billions of ideas. Literally, I had so many ideas that I could work with. Now when I actually have my bike now, I forgot almost all of them. So it's very difficult to be a vlogger. It seems pretty easy, but it's very difficult. So I think the best thing that you guys can do as fellow vloggers and as just users that are watching the video, I guess you call them fans. I mean, I don't want to get ahead of myself here, but fans, subscribers, leave comments on what you want specifically, what you want us to talk about, because it's, like I said, it's very difficult to continually come up with new information and new topics, because you got to come up with topics that are not only interesting, but that keep the person's attention. You want to talk about things that people care about. No one wants to be. I'm a busy man myself, but you know, I watch a lot of videos. But a lot of times I'm watching videos and I'm like, listen, I got things to do. You know, I got school, I got work, I got my girlfriend, I got a lot of things to do. I don't really feel like sitting here wasting my time, you know, listening to this idiot talk about nothing. So if you guys want, tell us what you want to hear. Tell us what you want to talk about. If you want any kind of instructions, and you know, we can make that happen. But for you guys not to say anything and then expect us just to come up with it on our own, it's, you know, I mean, it's good for us to do, but it's also pretty difficult because it's not as easy as it looks, you know. I wish this guy was in front of me because these turns aren't great, but they're fun if you're at a little higher speed. Anyway, so I'm sorry that I'm like coughing into the camera here. I hope it doesn't bother anybody's ears or anything, but my allergies are still really, really bad. So I mean, it's a very difficult thing to do, vlogging. So I mean, you know, if you can, write some suggestions of what you want to do. I mean, I've done it before to a lot of vloggers, and it works out great. You know, it definitely helps us and it helps them, and plus it's something that you're interested in. You know, you get to actually watch something that is meaningful and not just some guy blabbing, which is fun sometimes, but other times it's pretty boring. The last thing that I wanted to just mention was is blinkers. Jeez, I'm sorry. You want to make sure that you put your blinker on, first of all, and second of all, that you turn it off. A lot of times, and I do this myself, and I swore I never would, but you know, you just forget sometimes, especially when I'm vlogging. I'm not really paying attention too much. Always turn your blinker off, because a lot of accidents can happen like that, where people don't know if you're turning, if you're not turning, and you know, it can work out pretty bad for you. So always remember, turn your blinker off. It's a rookie mistake, but even the pros do it. You know, even a lot of, I'm not saying I'm a pro or anything, but even the people that have been riding for a long time, they make mistakes too. So I mean, that's pretty. Hey, look at ATV dirt bike. So tire pressure, the warmth of your tire, give them, you know, a couple miles to warm up at least. You know, difficulty vlogging, and I'd say that blink is probably the main thing. Also, I don't know if you guys can tell, but I have my bright lights on, or light on rather, and I do that. I try to do it all day, if not definitely at night. And the reason for that is that, I mean, I mentioned this in other videos, but you want to be seen. I mean, I don't care how, you want to be seen. You know, and even if it's in a bad way, as long as they see you, they're less likely to hit you, they're less likely to, you know, to mess around with you. So that's another thing you want to make sure that you do. All right, this guy's wobbling with me. That's pretty funny. I just started doing this and he started doing that. I don't know if you guys can see him or not. Oh man, that's pretty funny. Anyway, I'm gonna cut the vid here, maybe make another one, but I don't want to over my time. All right. Anyway, guys, so just remember those few things, and he just waved at me. Remember those few things, and we'll go from there. Not that we'll go from there, but you know. Hopefully, you guys like this video, and yeah, any video challenges too. I mean, any vloggers, make some challenges, and we'll hook it up. I made a little one yesterday. I'll probably post that up tonight, which is Saturday night. And basically, it's a little one, but it could be fun. Make it, you know, make it fun. All right, guys. Bmastamoneycash signing out.